So you want to use MidJourney, but you don't know how to use Discord. This tutorial is for you. First and foremost, what you need to do is you need to make a Discord account. Next, you need to understand the fundamentals of Discord. First of all, there's a whole bunch of these icons in the top left in Discord, and they are different servers that you can go to, okay? And a server is like a home. Think of it like a place where a lot of people can gather together, okay? So that one place is one server, and it can be filled with different rooms. Those rooms are channels, and we're gonna go to one of those homes. Ideally, you would wanna go to the MidJourney home. I'm gonna use that, MidJourney's home. But you cannot actually join MidJourney because it gets so full that you have to kind of wait for people to leave before you can join. It's kind of a problem. So what I would recommend is actually join our server, and I've invited the MidJourney bot over. I won't get into that. Just think of it like the host of MidJourney inviting them over so that you can do the stuff here. I'm just trying to use simple terms here. So come to our home and use the link up there. And the first thing you're going to see when you get here is you're going to see a bunch of annoying pop-ups, okay? Ignore those annoying pop-ups. Just get around them the best you can. There should be a blue button in the right side, and just be like, okay, I agree, whatever. You know, we're used to Xing out of things. We're used to pushing next. That's what you essentially want to do. Then what you want to do is you want to check out the channels. And there's a bunch of channels in our Discord, and I'm going to scroll down here, and I'll make myself disappear so I can show you. These channels are like rooms, okay? We're going to go to one of the rooms, and let's go here to AI Art. AI Art is the channel you want to go in. This is the particular room that you want to type this in. You don't want to just type this anywhere. But then what you want to do is you want to type the words /imagine. /imagine. I'll show you what happens when you do that. So do /imagine, and then push enter. And it's going to ask you for a prompt. And I've prepared a prompt beforehand that's going to allow me to do something. But you can say, you know, a beautiful woman in a bright green field with sunshine in the background and a flag waving, or whatever you want to do for your prompt, and you can put that as your prompt. And I'm just going to push enter. And first thing you need to do is you need to accept their terms of service. So go ahead and click on that. It's going to invite you to and give you a bunch of documentation and stuff, but basically my hope is to show you what you need to do right now. So let's go ahead and try it again. It just deleted our prompt. Very nice. Oh right, imagine. /imagine. I'm going to put in the prompt, okay? I'm just giving it a moment to start. And what it's going to do is it's going to give me 4 options for what I'm looking for. And what you want to do now is you want to select the option that you're familiar with. Now, clicking on the option doesn't do anything. You can't interact with images on Discord at all. That's not how you interact with Discord. You interact only in the text box, and there's a reaction thing that will pop up below these images. You'll see it in just a moment. You can click those. They're like buttons. They're like an interface. You can't click on images at all in Discord. So what's happening right now is MidJourney is giving us 4 versions of what it thinks would be the correct interpretation of our prompt. And so we're just going to wait for it to, it should actually be done. You can see it right here, how far it's going. It's 81%, and it's almost there. And you can see it actually kind of like thinking this through. What is it looking for? What am I looking for, right? That's kind of what I'm looking for. So, and now it's going to give you these buttons. I told you before about buttons. I'm going to tell you what they do now. So V1 is asking for a variation on number 1. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4. What you want to do is you want to select one of these that you like by saying, okay, I want, for example, let's say this one, I want more variations on that one, I can click this. Or if I want to select that one and get a higher resolution version, I can click this. This is more versions. This is a higher resolution. This is throw them out and try something else. I'm going to go ahead and try a larger, higher resolution version of this one. So it's right now making the higher resolution version, and it'll take just a quick second, and then we will be able to go into it. So what I'd love to share is, oh, there it is. It's already popped up. Okay, that's quite fast. So 23%. And so yeah, it's doing really well. Now it's adding all these details like the pock marks and different things. You can see the details being added to it. Sometimes they're kind of nicer without the details, but it's completely up to you. Let's go ahead and taking a look at this as it comes to life right before our eyes. I have another video on different alternatives. There's MidJourney, there's DALL-E, how to get access to DALL-E. I'll leave you a link to that in the corner, the top right corner, so you can see that. Just go ahead and click that if it would interest you to have more than one option. Anyway, I'll bring myself back here. So it's almost there, and it's gonna end up and it's gonna give us more options. We can say we want variations. We can upscale it to max. Upscaling it to max is like the final resolution. It gets really, better every time. So we can upscale it to max. We can redo the upscale. That means we didn't like the details, so we'd like to try that again. Or we can make variations on this one. So those are the options. Just click on these different options and let's try something. Let's go ahead and let's pretend we didn't like any of these. And let's go ahead and give that a try. So it's going to actually make 4 different options, like 4 entirely new options. It's basically got the idea that it doesn't like what you've offered it, what it's offered you, and you're going to try something else. So here it's coming up with something radically different, it looks like. It's interesting. It's amazing how different these are. Really what it's doing is it's like a composition of all the digital art out there. MidJourney is like digital art, and DALL-E is like all of the realistic images. So that's kind of the advantage, disadvantage. And there's a bunch of alternatives. Again, I'll leave them in the video link in the top right so you can see that. Cool. These are really interesting. I wish I could show you in greater detail. You can always click this to open it up. It's not going to work for me because I have a bunch of stuff on the other tab and it doesn't work for this video, but go ahead and take a look there. So it looks like it's done here. It's really interesting. We have a bunch of different creatures here. Let's pick this one. He looks really cute. And let's go ahead and upscale number 4. He's not very squarish at all, but he is cute looking, right? So anyway, so that's how you do it. You upscale, you use variations, and you can throw out and redo, and you can get to your ideal stuff. Links, I'll leave you a link to the next video on how to find alternatives to DALL-E. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'd love to answer them. And if you like more content like this about AI and the metaverse, go ahead and subscribe. All right, I'll leave those for you right now in the middle of the screen.